Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be doing a detailed camera review of the new OnePlus Nord CE2 5G. So OnePlus Nord CE2 is a successor of the OnePlus Nord CE launched last year. So we had done the camera review of the OnePlus Nord CE. Now we have the OnePlus Nord CE2 with upgraded hardware. Now the OnePlus Nord CE2 comes with a triple camera setup. It's a 64 megapixel triple camera setup. You also get a 16 megapixel selfie camera. So let's see how good is the OnePlus Nord CE2 in terms of camera experience and how does it fare in this price segment against the competition. So before getting into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's first have a look at the camera hardware. The OnePlus Nord CE2 comes with a 64 megapixel sensor which has f1.79 aperture, a secondary 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a third 2 megapixel macro sensor. For selfies, we have a 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture which is a Sony IMX471 sensor. So let's see how the camera performance is for this price segment. In terms of daylight conditions, the 64 megapixel sensor does a good job in bringing details. The colors are quite good and offers good details too. Unlike some of the other phones in this segment, there is no saturation issues and colors remain more or less natural, and even the sky colors are quite good with processing. The sharpness levels are pretty good and this is evident when you pixel peep. The dynamic range is once again very good and works pretty well. Overall, we like the quality of the daylight shots and OnePlus has got the colors pretty much accurate. The phone has an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and here again the images are quite decent with good colors. While the ultra wide images are definitely usable, you can see a bit of noise and sharpness levels are not as good as the primary camera for obvious reasons. Now moving on to the close-up shots, the phone comes with pretty good imaging capabilities and colors are once again pretty good. There is no saturation issues here again. The sharpness levels are quite good. The phone does come with a 2 megapixel macro mode and the performance is quite average. The details are good and colors are also quite okay, but the images tends to be too noisy. Now moving on to the portraits, the phone does a good job with portraits, although the skin tones are not very accurate with slight reddish tone added in some of the portraits. The overall portrait quality came out quite well. They are bright and vivid and good edge detection too. Next, moving on to the low light captures. The low light performance is quite decent in indoor lights and also artificial lights. The sharpness levels are quite okay, while the noise is pretty much evident here. When you turn on the night mode, the images are more cleaner and noise is reduced. The details are also quite good for the segment. In extreme low light with night mode, you can obviously see noise when you pixel peep, but overall it looks quite okay considering the price segment. Now finally the selfie camera, the 16 megapixel does produce good selfies. Once again we like the skin tones of the selfies and colors looks good too, along with dynamic range as well. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you can judge based on the images shown. The phone also has portrait mode for selfies. Here it does a decent job with portrait selfies, although edge detection should have been better. Now moving on to the video recording, the phone has 4K at 30 fps. While the quality is good, it gives a clean and sharp video with details. The stabilization isn't smooth and colors are way too saturated and this needs to be fixed. The video looks a lot artificial. The phone also supports 1080p at 60 fps. Here again stabilization is not offered, but colors are way better and natural looking compared to the 4K footage. The phone can record videos in 1080p at 30 fps and it supports stabilization. Here the quality is quite decent, the colors are good and details are also decent for the segment. There is also a ultra steady mode available, but we couldn't really find any major difference between the two. The ultra wide angle camera can record videos in 1080p resolution with stabilization and it produces decent result, but the stabilization isn't implemented well. The phone also supports slow motion and the quality is quite good here. So this is a portrait video taken using using the rear camera on the OnePlus Nord CE2, so you can judge yourself how good the clarity is, the edge detection, and also the overall portrait quality. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the OnePlus Nord CE2, so you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front camera. So this is the portrait video mode on the OnePlus Nord CE2, so you can judge how good the edge detection is and also the quality of the portrait video for selfie camera. So that was the detailed camera review of the OnePlus Nord CE2. With good daylight captures, decent ultrawide portraits and selfies, the camera performance is quite good overall. The low light performance isn't bad but not class leading also. The macros are average and video recording quality is good even though stabilization isn't perfect. The Nord CE2 should suffice in most situations as a camera smartphone, but if you're looking for an exceptional performance, this may not fit in, but overall we like the quality offered. So that was a detailed camera review of the Nord CE2. So what do you guys think about the camera on the Nord CE2? Do share in your thoughts in the comment section. So that was the detailed review of the Nord CE2. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.